Hey guys, Christine here. I wanted to show you one of my most favorite power tools. Well, actually, I love all the power tools, but I'm going to show you today how to make a turkey breast in our quick cooker. So I'm going to just bring you guys over here really quickly. So our quick cooker, it's got 16 settings, a sear setting. So like if you're making soup, you could just sear your onions, carrots, what have you. Steam setting, slow cook, which is what I'm going to use today. Proof for you bread bakers. A specific setting for each protein. So chicken, poultry, beef, pork, seafood, soup stock, a specific setting for white rice, brown rice, whole grains, beans, stew, chili, and dessert. Yeah, you can bake in that thing. Now, everyone knows I'm not a big baker, but I've seen cakes and cheesecakes come out of that thing. It's unbelievable. So what I'm gonna do first, because I don't want my turkey to lay on, I don't want my turkey to lay on inside. I am going to slice an onion. This is our quick slice. So I'm gonna just put the onion, now the quick slice, it's got 3 settings. It's in the lock setting right now, so you don't cut yourself, but I'm gonna put it on the thickest setting, which is 3. I'm gonna place the onion inside in the guide. Use this or else you're gonna cut your hand, so just be very careful with this, it's sharp. So I'm just going to gently push this over. Now, like I said, you can really cut yourself, you have to be careful. Oopsie, it's because I didn't have the guard on it. To make perfect slices. I love making these slices for like when we have tomatoes. I use, when we have hamburgers, I like to do it with tomatoes. It's great. So that should be enough to layer the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up. I'll bring you guys over here. So this is a stainless steel pot in here, and it has a capacity setting. So it's pretty deep. I'm gonna fill this with a 6.5, or I think it's 6.6 pounds of a turkey breast. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna layer the onions on the bottom so that my turkey, my bird, is not sitting right into the metal, okay? And then I'm also going to put in some celery for flavor, of course. Gotta have that celery flavor. And some carrots, which I just happen to have baby carrots laying around, so I'm going to throw those in there. Okay, I'm going to get my gloves on because I don't really like working with poultry or meat barehanded. Sometimes you have to, but that's okay. So I'm going to put my gloves on. What I did is I washed my bird yesterday. What I do is I put it in a big glass bowl with cold salt water to clean it. Give it a nice little bath, and then I pat it dry, really dry. Then I put it in a humongous Ziploc bag, as you can see, and I patted it dry. Then I put some olive oil and our seasoning salt, our Pampered Chef seasoning salt. I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy out, move my sleeves, and I'm going to put him inside the quick cooker. But like I said, we're gonna use it as a slow cooker today. So put him in there like that, okay? Just put this to the side. And I'm going to take my gloves off now because ew. And I actually forgot to put some rosemary, so I'm gonna sprinkle some rosemary on top of him and all around because I like that rosemary flavor with turkey. And then I'm gonna put some liquid in. I'm gonna put, I don't know, I'm gonna measure it, but this is an open bottle of white wine. Gives it a nice flavor because we're gonna use all the drippings. And I'm trying not to take the spice off of the turkey when I do that. We don't want all that delicious spice to come off of it. And then I'm gonna get the glass lid, which is right here. And I am going to show you this really quickly. So there's my bird, okay? Inside you can see the carrots, you can see the celery, you can smell the wine. I'm putting the glass lid on it. I'm gonna turn it to slow cook. And I'm going to hit the time button, so slow cook time, and I'm gonna put it up for 5 hours, and I'm gonna hit start. So there you go. So that is going to bring it to pressure and have it slow cook. And I'll be back to show you guys how to make gravy in our blender when the turkey's done. All right, guys, so I wanted to follow up and show you what happened while this was in the quick cooker that we used as a slow cooker. So what I did, you can see the turkey in there, and you're probably wondering how it got all brown and golden, like as it was in the oven. So what I did, let me put this so you guys can see. I took it out of the actual pot. So let me show you. I'm just gonna put the top over here. This is still a little warm. So you take it right out of the pot, okay? And I put it in the oven under the broiler so that the top got all nice and golden. And then I put it back in the quick cooker under the keep warm setting. So now what I'm gonna do, and you can see all the extra juices in here, I had the white wine. Now there's drippings from the turkey. I'm going to take the turkey out, and then I'm going to put all the drippings in the blender to make the gravy. So I'm using our quick shred just to grab the turkey out very carefully. Yikes. And I'm putting it on our rimmed big cutting board. And I'll carve that a little bit later, but I want to show you guys what's inside the pot. So there's all the drippings, the onions, carrots, celery. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get our straining ladle out. If I could find it, I've got so many things. Here it is. So here's the straining ladle. This is so you could take all the liquid, and this is if you just want the liquid and keep the solids in there. So I'm going to bring us around here. And this isn't too warm. Actually, I don't really want to put it on my counter. So I'm going to just put this down. I probably should take the trivet out, but I'm not. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pot, and we've got our blender here, which I love. So I'm going to open the blender up, and I'm going to start straining everything into the blender. Okay, honestly, I probably don't even need to do it. I probably could just dump it all in. So you can see that it's warm. I just want to make sure I get a lot of the solids in there to thicken up the gravy. So that's why I'm going to use the straining ladle. See that? And what I'll do is I'll just turn this blender on, and you'll see it blend that all up into a gravy. Now I'm going to be completely candid. The gravy that I am making, it does come out rather thin, and I don't mind it because I don't want to add any cornstarch or flour. I just rather not. If you want a thicker gravy, you would just do the same thing you'd always do and just thicken it up with whatever thickener you like to use, like a gravy master or cornstarch or flour or what have you. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm just going to do a custom heat at 100 degrees, and I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. So that's just going to blend it up, and you just kind of have to play with the blender. And there it goes. So it's starting to warm up. And it'll just blend and blend and blend, and you'll have your gravy. So you can have a turkey dinner in one vessel, the gravy in the other. And now this pot can go literally right in the dishwasher because it's stainless steel. That's why I was able to put it under the broiler. So there you have it, turkey and gravy in the quick cooker and the blender. Super easy. Your house smells like Thanksgiving. It's delicious.